This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we join you from South Philly, close to 70,000 strong, packing Lincoln Financial Field, the home of the Eagles. So good to have you here with us, Mike Tirico, Greg Olson, getting set for kickoff here. Greg, no matter how many ways we look at this game, it always comes down to one stat, doesn't it? How you're taking care of the ball.
Yeah, it's just so crazy, Mike, that every single week, no matter how complex these matchups get and how many factors there are to determining who wins and who loses any game in the NFL, at the top of the list, the most important metric that everybody studies, can you protect the ball on offense and can you take it away on defense? And I don't think today's matchup is any different. Can you be aggressive and take care of the ball? And on defense, if you get your opportunity to take it away and give it back to your offense, you've got to make the play.
Like it. Cowboy 80.
The RPO, will get it to Brown. Terrific starter there, gain of 15, and a first down.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
Just seems like every year, Mike, the tight end position just continues to grow within the passing game and establishes a bigger and bigger role. And listen, I know I'm biased, but if you want to have a good passing game, you better have a good tight end.
Check. Smash. Ready.
Here's a first carry for their running back. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down. They'll come up on a second down and 8.
Hey, check that. Let's go. Check, smash.
They send the tight end in motion.
Ready.
They'll stick with him again. And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6, and it sets up third down.
Ready, set. Bronco switch. Here we go.
Tight end going in motion here. Trying to get this one up on the ground. And he's going to have an Eagles first down. They needed 2 and gained 6.
Nothing real fancy about this call here, Mike, right? In this third and short, just get the ball to your running back, make sure he has enough space to pick up the first down, and they're able to convert.
Now this time they'll look to throw. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
Mike, you've heard me say 1,000 times, the easiest down to throw the ball in the NFL is first down. I hate when teams wait until later in the possession to throw the ball. So early first down completion, you're on the plus side of the field. Now you're thinking strike, touchdown, field goal. Either way, I'm coming away with points.
Here's second and 2.
Ready.
Now a give up the middle. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
The offense thinks that they can just kind of plow this one up there in the middle and keep the chains moving, but not on this defense. Not only do they not pick up the first down, but after suffering that loss, now they've got some decisions to make on third down.
Pioneers!
They'll come up to third and 3.
Go! Ready?
Now they'll set up to throw. He's going to have the first down, so they convert on third down with a pickup of 9.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. Really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
Ready up.
Here's 2nd and 6.
Check. Ready.
Handoff here, up the middle, and the defense there to meet him. They'll hold him to 2 and bring up 3rd down. Two minutes remain in a scoreless first half. We'll come back to Philadelphia right after this. They've converted 2 third downs already on this drive.
Let's go now.
And here's 3rd and 4. And that is incomplete.
Just a couple plays ago, Mike, it felt like a touchdown was kind of inevitable. They were doing everything they wanted as they marched the length of the field, and then as they got down here close to the red zone and that field condenses, they started getting sloppy in their exexecution. Now, what do they do on 4th down? Do they try to keep their offense out there and extend the drive, or do they settle for 3?
65, Jack. 65. Come 19. Come 19. Dragon 60. Ready?
Back to throw. To the goal line and in. Brock Bowers. Touchdown, Eagles. Their head coach, 2 fingers in the air. They'll say no to the extra point. Go for 2. They'll turn and hand this one off. And he will take it in and tack on the 2 points to make it 8-0. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This one taken short at about 20. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10.
Let's go now.
Back to throw here to begin the drop. The pressure gets there, and down he goes. A sack.
As this offense continues to try to find its way out of this hole, things are going to just continue to get more difficult if they can't protect the passer. The longer you trail, the more the defense knows you.
And they're going to beat them again. Remarkable. How about that to start the game? 2 sacks on the first 2 plays. What can they do here? This is 3rd and 4 ever. Shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. And he'll let it go deep for Johnson. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. They do indeed snap as they'll try and throw. They'll try and get there on the ground. And that is incomplete, but there is a flag down. It's 4th down, so this is a very big call. That'll march them back half the distance, and they'll go from there. Wow, just like that, things change dramatically. It's 1st and goal. Now give on the ground, and nothing develops there. It'll stay right at the 5-yard line. No gain on that one.
So often when it comes to safeties, Mike, we talk about their speed and their range, but for him to be able to come up and make a tackle and be physical at the point of attack and keep this ball carrier to no gain, that's pretty impressive.
They'll look to throw. He's got his big tight end. Brock Bowers. Touchdown, Philadelphia. That's his second touchdown so far here in the first half. The offense will stay out there as they will line up and go for two. This is Hunt. He's got it. And they tack two more onto their lead.
I know it sounds like I'm being biased, Mike, but I'm really not. Down here this close to the end zone, especially on two-point tries, the size, the length, the athleticism, and matchups these tight ends can create, man, they are a tough handle, and it leads to 2 points.
And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Let's go. Right away, they'll set up to throw. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down.
Let's make no mistake about it, Mike. I mean, this passing game, it just has not been very efficient here in the first half. I mean, they've produced more yards on the ground than through the air. And incompletions like that certainly aren't going to help.
He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
This is a great example here of just not getting too complicated as an offensive coordinator. Who's one of your best players on the field, and how do you get the ball in his hands?
They'll throw here on 3rd and short. They go right back to Collins. He's got it again. Now this offense could use the first of their timeouts. And the stoppage comes with 23 seconds left on the first half clock. They're going to motion the tight end over here. They'll look to throw yet again. To the left. He doesn't put it away, and the ball's out. That'll be picked up by the Eagles.
Wow, at you. Figure out how I'm utilizing my AP. Find myself in that dime a lot, so I might just end up just giving more of that until I can afford it. Just give more of it to McCoy, because I'm not really using Calais unless I'm coming out of my and there's essentially 3 AP riding a bench that I could be using on my starters to get off the blocks. No outsiders. I get one interior threat.
Philadelphia is known for having some very vocal fans, and nearly 70,000 of them are letting their voices be heard already. Welcome inside Lincoln Financial Field. Hello, everybody. Alongside Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott, and Brock, let's dive right in. What are you looking forward to in this one?
Yeah, just about everything, Kate, but these are two such evenly matched teams. You and I know there's going to be 2, 3, 4 plays in this game that will likely define the outcome. That is the beauty of the NFL each and every weekend. Each and every Thursday and Sunday and Monday night, they come down to a couple plays. Who will they be? What will they be? When will they be? Tune in and watch.
What a perfect day for football. And we're underway in Madden Ultimate Team. Return starts at the 3. A big hit there. He's not even going to make it back to the 20. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go. Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Riggs, ready.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he scampers ahead and gets 2 on the carry.
Go.
Offense in the hurry up here.
60 Vikings, 60 Vikings. Mustang 19. Let go.
From the 20 on 2nd down. His first throw is an interception. And the Chiefs force the turnover on the first series of this game. So the first drive of the game ends not in points, Brock, but in an INT.
And I get it. Opening drives aren't always going to end up with points or a touchdown. Good thing, though, there's a lot of opportunities left to make up for that miscue and go get yourself back in rhythm and back on script.
60 Buffalo 18. Go.
They'll throw. First play with Nix. He's on the move. He's forward, gets a couple of yards. Tackled on that play by Isaiah Simmons. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
From the 24. Escapes the pocket. Brought in close to the 8. And he's going to be taken down near the 8-yard line. Give him about 16 yards on that gain, Brock, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
They've set themselves up well for an opening drive touchdown here, Brock. It's 1st and goal. They'll try and punch it in. And they make a stop at the last minute. It's a game down to the 1. 6 yards from there. It's going to be 2nd and goal.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you're going to be a Pro Bowler.
Now it's 2nd and goal from the 1.
Here we go, set. 79 Broncos. Hawk 70, Hawk.
They'll hand it to him again. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. 3rd and goal, here's Nix. And he makes the play at full extension. That's a touchdown. The Chiefs pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. He finds one of his great receivers, Brock, and they are off to a great start to begin this ballgame.
Yeah, it's such a positive offensively when you can go find not just a field goal, but a touchdown on that opening drive. And defensively, this starts to shake the foundation of your preparation and makes you wonder what's in store.
The Chiefs get lined up, and they will kick this away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down.
on the ready.
They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Come on, set.
Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air.
Let's go.
And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Here's the one back on the handoff. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
19 Tiger. Ready.
3rd and long for him here. That's complete. Here's Brown. And they take him down at the 24-yard line. And they can go ahead and stay in that huddle. We're at the end of the 1st quarter. Neither side separating much so far. We'll be right back with more Madden Ultimate Team after this. Ready now for our 2nd quarter. The Eagles have the football. They've got 4th down, so we should see the punt team on to send it away.
Rig alert. Ready.
Lone back in the backfield, and they give it to him. He's going to be out of bounds a few yards short of the 1st. That's going to be a turnover on down.
Do you think maybe, just maybe, there's a chance of having too much confidence offensively? That's not a spot you want to see a team going for it on 4th down. And now it puts their defense right on the hook to try and pick them up after that miscue on 4th.
Has him on the quick hitter. And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15. Working quickly here. On 1st and 10, here's Nix. This one's go. And he didn't get much time to secure it as he takes a shot. Good job to even hang on through that catch there. Out of the gun, it's Nix. He brings it in. And he's tackled with a 1st down yardage. Give him 8 yards on the play. And that gives them 1st and goal. Several defenders nearby to hold him up. Running for it again. And he gets absolutely pumped to end that one. It looked like they had it, but nope, no gain. And now they're just inches short for 3rd down. Third time's the charm.
Come home.
Again. And he's in for the touchdown. The Chiefs grow their lead just before halftime. They're out to try and tack on the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Chiefs double their lead to 14. The Chiefs get lined up and they will kick this away. Starting from the 5. This return makes it up to the 25.
Ready.
Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Warrior 70.
Off the play fake, he'll throw. Buying some time right. To the right and hauled in by Jones. We'll head out of bounds after a small gain.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
2nd down now, 7 to go.
7 Pirates. Set. 70 Rangers. Set. Hurt.
From the 28. That's taken in nicely by Brock Bowers. He's got a gain of 6 there. Jarvarius Ward brings him down.
70 Lions. Go.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. That's caught for the 1st. And he'll be out of bounds at his own 45. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On third down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity. Man, did he make an impact play.
Throwing it again here. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Looking for his wide receiver there. So now it's going to be third and long.
19 tight, 19 tight. Hurt, hurt. Hurt, hurt.
Pass play now. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And he'll go out of bounds after a pickup inside the opposing 40. That's 16 on the pickup.
18,
And that's good for an Eagles first down.
Ready, ready.
They are throwing it again. Has a man, it's Brown. And he takes it across the 30 before heading out. New set of downs forthcoming. It's first and 10.
Let's go now. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Hey, smash. Ready, ready.
Still sticking with the passing game. It's a Philadelphia touchdown. Well, great work there, Brock. They weathered the storm, and now they've gotten themselves right back into this ballgame.
Anybody who's played this game has been here before. The game doesn't start the way you want. You're in a big hole, and all you can do is climb out of it. And the words of Pete Carroll resonate. It's not how you start, it's how you finish.
They bring the tight end in motion. He's throwing for it, and he goes down. The pressure gets home, and they will not take another two off that lead. All right, that lead cut down to 8 after that score, and the kick is away. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. A little less than 30 seconds to go as they begin this drive.
Ready. After 11, after 11. Trap 60, trap 60.
Throwing on first down, Nix. Short pass brought in. And he's down after getting this up to the 41. The Chiefs signal for a timeout. That's going to be their first. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1.
Here we go. Track 60. Go.
Nix from the gun. Isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Timeout taken by the offense. Their second. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
It's looking like a dreaded 3-and-out offensively, but listen, if you can't keep your quarterback clean and upright, you're going to need some magic, big-time magic to convert on this 3rd and long.
Let's go.
On 3rd down, here's Nix. He's in trouble and gets brought down again. The Chiefs will use their 3rd and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half.
Giving up a touchdown on that last possession, you've got to come back and answer. And they found one on the last couple plays. Recovered a little footing for themselves here defensively and put this offense behind the sticks.
4th down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. He's got it at the 24. And he's brought down before the return gets far. Hard to do better than that, a 66-yard punt. And they'll only have time for one play before halftime.
On the jump.
Probably looking at our final snap of the half here on 1st down.
Cup 19. Cup 19.
Looking to throw. Buys time, rolling right. And he's not going to get something done. They take him down. So that's how our first half's going to end. A momentum-building play for their defense. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Heward, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our second half. The kick team out there for the Eagles, and this one is sent away. And in the end, Brock, an exciting touchback as the return comes out to the 30. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Thrown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few. He got a new set of downs, started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Shotgun snap to Nix. And he overshoots his man. It's incomplete. Well, no look on his first look of the game. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
Oh, look at those savvy linebackers. They're just right in the middle of everything, aren't they, Kate? And it seems like at times they're the quickest reactions as well. He needed a quick one right there to get a finger on the throat and change its direction.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down.
Kate, I've seen a one-step drop. I've seen a 3, a 5, a 7. Some of the boots and play actions get more depth. But a 20-step drop? That's not going to cut it. Except for this defense, it just adds a whole bunch of negative yards to that play.
The Chiefs bringing out their punt team. And he wants to hit his second effort just as well as he hit his first. And a big hit on the return to stop him cold. Call that a 64-yard punt officially. And the Eagles will take possession. New slated downs to approach here from the 40.
Go! Here we go. Shot. Go!
On 1st down, they'll run. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Let's go.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Now looking to throw. That throw comes up short. Need a little more muscle on that one.
That just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted, even on some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down.
11. Here we go. Delta. All right.
First throw for the backup now. This finds Smith. And a nice gain here, but it stopped short of the first.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Offense going for it here, 4th and 5.
Here we go. Mustang 19. Street. Take go.
Back to throw it. Pushes it toward the sideline, and he has it. Feet are in bounds. It's an 11-yard gain to back up the considerable gamble there on 4th down, and they move those chains.
Kate, I can't tell you how good that is. Anticipating the outcut, having the ball on the way before the receiver's head even turns, he puts it on him so that receiver can easily get out of bounds for the nice gain.
Now we're on the counter, and he's only going to get 2 or 3 yards on that one.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door, bigger gap in the future.
Another carry for him. And he'll have a small 4-yard chunk there. That's Nolan Smith there for the stop.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get gains like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
Throwing with a blitz on the way. He'll get this one to Brown. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of third downs just like that.
It's a new set of downs for him at the 32.
Go street. Ready, ready.
Lone back gets the handoff. And without much room to work, he has a minimal gain.
Hey!
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down.
Trap 60, trap 60.
Back now, pressure on its way. This ball's cut by Bowers. It's a Philadelphia touchdown. The Eagles down by only 2 in the fourth. Brock Bowers, the touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game.
Lightning 18.
All or nothing, they'll run it. And he gets into the end zone. This one all tied up here in the fourth quarter. But we all knew extra point was doing nobody any good there. Gotta go for 2 in the tie. They do. They get it. And just like that, we're all squared up here in the second half.
Squared up, brand new ball game, even Steven. Who is Steven? Do you know who Steven is?
No, go ahead. Go ahead, though. I'll take it.
I don't know who Steven is, and I don't really care because it's a whole new game with both teams totally alive.
And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. They'll run it from the gun. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Blitz coming, Nix. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
2 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning for them to use, Brock. Here's 1st and 10. Plowing up the middle. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss. So that brings us to the 2-minute warning in Philly. Chiefs pushing to get within range for a game winner. Offense to the line for 2nd down. Nix looking to throw. Davis there to grab it.
Sure showed off some mobility on that play. Got outside the pocket and easily found an open man.
Defense looking to defend the marker on 3rd down. Timeout taken by Kansas City. It's 2nd. Still 1 more in their pocket to use. And the Birds put their dime package out there. 3rd down coming up.
Let's go now.
he is to throw. No, he's not going to escape. They take him down on a pivotal play late in this ball game. And the defense comes through to back them up ahead of fourth down. Looking to throw it. Headed out right. That's incomplete on fourth down. They'll turn over possession.
One way or the other, that was going to be a decisive play to break this tie. They thought that they could pick it up, no question about it, and build some momentum down the field. How about a shout-out to that defense?
That's crazy, dude. I'm only sending 4.
They'll run here on first down.
You do not need to blitz to get pressure.
Down for a loss.
We take a break from his regularly scheduled programming and pass coverage duties to see him adding a little contribution in the run support. And his teammates, you can just see the body language. A little nod, a little grin. They'll welcome the reinforcements every time.
7 Pirates, 7 Pockets, 70 Rangers, 7
Setting up to pass. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. He was looking for A.J. Brown there. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long. When we look back at this one, Brock, it is going to be defensive highlight after defensive highlight. And there again, the examples, they just keep coming.
The physical play has been the trademark, really, from the first snap through this second half. There have not been many just uncontested, clean, efficient plays. Every effort's been answered. That's why that scoreboard's not been lit up.
And he gets in. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Thanks for playing cover 2, man.
Eagles jump in front late. Brock Bowers the touchdown. His 3rd through the air this game.
Cowboy
A
80.
big spot for the Eagles now as they go for 2. Back to throw. And he can't connect with his man, so they tried for 2, but it doesn't work out. The kick team out there for the Eagles, and this one is sent away. Has it at the 11. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. He'll look to throw it. Complete out to the right. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
Here he is to throw. Defender runs right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. They haven't found it easy to score in this one, Brock, and physicality just like that, a big reason why.
And it usually is, Kate. I love defensive coordinators when they say, hey, it's not just what you see, it's what you hear. And you could hear the physicality in the ball loose. Well, that's when you chalk it up to the pressure, earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Now to throw. And he got there in time. He's taken down. Timeout taken by the Eagles. That's going to be their 1st. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game.
That sure ended up being a worst-case scenario. He was just coming and bearing down. And he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. This one was pleasing.
And they get to him and hold him down. What a play. Forcing the
Get out of here, bro. That's a real defense. Screaming. Russian foe. Got our 96 and a 95 token. Let's go. Dogs. Got some dogs. Dogs. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Keep forgetting he got defensive rally, so I mean I can sub him. '90 power move, 97 finesse. Shit, I mean, like Dawson, you cool and all, but I'm gonna use Bond as my rusher. We're gonna try Zach Bond right now for that dime defense, right? Mainly. Keep Isaiah Simmons in the box. I gotta give me another safety. Trying to see. And then TJ Watt, he was getting home, bro. Like, he was getting home. You got the run stopper with the instant rebate with double or nothing with edge threat elite. Trying to see if there's anything else I can put on this dude, help him build his pass rush back. Yeah, got nothing there. I'm gonna have to spend like something instead of lurker. I'm probably have to put like something in that bucket. I could probably go. I could put buy one get one in an adrenaline rush. See, he gets run stopper there. So hold up. I know I need the run stopper that way. This one has adrenaline rush. I don't want to waste it on. Let's take lurker off. Yeah, we get this dude's about to be insane. So he gets successful block shed, so he's going to get instant rebate with buy one, get one. So he's essentially going to get 2 pass rush points back on every play. And every time he wins his block. So that means I got to take one off. Since I'm not using Calais much, I ain't saying I ain't using them. He's not on the field enough for me to use that. So that'll just make my dude on the edge a little bit more premier. about to go ham with this shit. And now I got fucking Bond with a defensive rally on that fucking line rushing for me. I mean, and I can use Tyrell and Divine in my base. Keithley's falling down the depth chart, but it's okay. It is okay, my friends. I'm getting better with this. This defense is what I'm... And I want to get him. I want to get McFadden for my offense, but it's going to be a grind. It is going to be a grind, fellas. Make sure we are activated before I go in there. I don't want to half-ass this shit. Make sure we know what we got on them. Flat zone, mid zone, lurk artist. Then he has defensive rally. So, I mean, I can blitz with him or play zone. Primarily, we're just going to rush with him until he makes a mistake. And I think he has lumberjack. I think. I can put it on. Find something he could potentially get for free. I want to put an X factor on him. His pick artist for free, but I already got lurk artist, so really I can get lurk artist in that bucket. 1 AP, no outsiders, but he also gets that for free. So gotta keep the defensive rally, bro, because I'm trying to get this aggressive pass rush shit down. I think I got it though. Yeah, that double or nothing stack is insane. I can rush 4 and I can get pressure and play coverage. And that's where you want to be, man. You don't want people to feel like they have all day to throw.
Birthplace of America, the city of brotherly love. The place where you'll find the best cheesesteak made in this country and some of the best football played inside of Lincoln Financial Field. Hello all, Kate Scott up here in the booth, and joining me as always, my partner, Brock Heward. All right, Brock, everyone hoping we see a competitive contest here. Both teams feel they can provide that.
Yeah, this should be a good one. I mean, you just stack these two teams up. We've all done our homework. They've done a lot more practice time and film watching and everything else. But by all accounts, the numbers will tell you, the talent will tell you, we're going to have a competitive chess match, and I can't wait to watch it.
Ready?
All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10.
Ready? Check, 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 check. Check, Panther. Ready?
Right up the gut. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
That's all I needed to see. Appreciate you.
You're fighting the good fight. He even ripped through a tackle to stay afloat, but the blocking can't buy you enough time or room to even get back to the line of scrimmage.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Back-to-back carries here. And he found some running room for a nice gain. 9 yards to pick up there, and they only need 3 more now on 3rd down.
Let's go.
He'll throw it. Complete beyond the marker. And he's down after getting this up to the 41. 6 yards on the play and enough for a first.
Here we go. Here we go.
Running this one left. And he's going to work his way almost to midfield. That's stopped at the 48. It's a solid 70-yard pickup on 1st down. Now they're going to have 2nd and 3.
Bring it. Roll, roll, let's go.
They give it to him again. And he'll be brought down after getting to the 47-yard line. A 5-yard gain on the play. And that's a Philadelphia 1st down.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a 3rd down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later, for that next 3rd down coming.
18 rattlers.
To throw it on 1st down. That's taken in nicely by Brock Bowers. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, just find a way to get him the ball.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
Panther 60, Panther 60, ready?
He's dropping back to throw. He has the first over the middle. And they get this down to the 28. They get 13 on the pickup. And that's good for an Eagles first down.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your third downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
They've worked it downfield very well to begin the drive. It's first and 10 at the 28.
Shut up! Smash! Smash! Let go!
Give now to the running back. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, it came at the perfect time.
And he's caught behind the line for a loss. Ready now for our second quarter. The Eagles have the football. They'll need a big play to continue a nice drive. It's third and very long. Got a man. Bowers has it. And he's able to take this one down to the 25.
What's up, bro?
Feet and eyes, Kate. Feet and eyes. They so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet and eyes move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end, well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. You want to make that tackle, force the fourth down. It took a great defensive effort to do it.
Ready?
Pass play coming here. Now fourth down. That one won't work. It's incomplete. And that play doesn't get it done. We've got a turnover on down.
I think this defense was resigned to giving up 3 points on the opening series. Instead, they got the chance to deny them anything. And boy, did they ever attack it.
Hand off to the back. And he'll be met near the line to limit the game to a yard. That stop made by T.J. Watt. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Nothing there left side as it ends up incomplete. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. So they're left facing third and long. Out of the gun, it's Nix. Finds a seam down the middle. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. So the big play gets him inside the opposing 45, Brock, with a new set of downs to boot. Throwing on first down, Nix. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Now the Falcons trying to get everyone up and set here. Another try following the sack. He throws a bullet deep to the right. He's got it inside the 10.
Hey guys, y'all gotta get pressure again.
Well, no doubt about it, Brock. That was a route they worked on in practice, and it manifested in a touchdown with the downs counted here.
Hey, no doubt about it, Kate. You grew up watching and celebrating Jerry Rice running that exact route, didn't you?
Yes, sir. You know it. You know it.
He was so good at it. Every receiver could do it some of the time, but Jerry and the best of them, they do it all the time, just like that one right there.
The Falcons kickoff team out there as they'll send this away. Has this at the 6. Big shot at the end of that return as he gets it just past the 20. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Hey, Ken. Here we go. Good. Chip slant. Is it all right?
First throw for the backup now. Complete here to Bellers. And they crush it right near the marker. Looks close, but yep, Brock, I think he safely got that first down before the hit.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
Ready?
1st and 10, looking to throw. He beams one deep right side. And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picks it off. And the Falcons will take the interception back across midfield before they finally track him down.
I know he started the play as a defender, but gosh, he looked good, didn't he? Running it back, he looked like a receiver navigated on that return. The way he saw the field, evaded obstacles, and he chewed up yardage in the open space. Will make those offensive coaches and teammates proud. We've seen defensive players get touches on occasion. I think he just gave himself maybe a look on that side of the ball down the road.
Working across the middle block, it's tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talked about. It's another one for these big.
Isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Offense up to the line fast. Here he is on 3rd and long. Short pass brought in. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. Timeout taken by the Eagles. That's going to be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
Those little short throws, they are high percentage and certainly bread and butter. But they really run the risk of a quick tackle just like that and being stopped short of the sticks.
And it's going to be incomplete. Kroll connect to extend the drive. And a surprising 4th down call does not yield a first. This doesn't get there. It's a turnover on downs. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Has a man, gets around. And they get this down to the 28. Now a timeout taken by the offense, and we're going to see if they try for 2 plays here or just try the field goal right now.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the 2. They hit a curl route of that length. It takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
Let's go now. 18, Pioneer.
Back to pass on 1st and 10. He's going to push one deep down there. Oh, no touchdown. It's intercepted. Jalen Ramsey comes up with it. We've reached the midway point of this contest. 2 quarters down and an exciting 2 to go. The NFL on EA Sports returns after this. All right, thank you, Coach, and we are back and about set to begin the second half. The kick team out there for the Eagles, and this one is sent away. This one doesn't make the landing zone, so this drive's going to start at the 40. On 1st and 10, here's Nix. Finds the in route complete. And they're going to haul him down just shy of the 40. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Nix with it on 1st. Chased out to his right. Caught for big yards on the right side. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. 1st down from the red zone. And he will score. Touchdown, Atlanta. The Falcons grow the lead coming out of halftime. It's a Bo Nix touchdown. Great play by the QB there, Brock. The play broke down. He didn't have much of a choice other than to escape and improvise. And in the end, turned out to be the best call. The kicker gets it. Oh, it looks like he's going to throw it. That hit affected their throw. It sails out of bounds, incomplete.
I know these special teams coaches spend all week trying to find a little weakness, and I guess they saw something on film they may have liked. But I think this serves as a reminder, if you want to get to, try the conversion from the 2-yard line next time.
Kickoff taken at the 3. And not a bad place for them to start, up past the 30-yard line. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32.
19 Lions. Ready?
Throwing from the gun here. That's him on the quick hitter. And he is hit hard shortly after that catch. Great job hanging on to that, but only a small gain on that play.
Okay, ready?
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
60 Maverick. Here we go, shot.
Dropping back to throw. And it looks great flying through the air, Brock, but problems on the business end as it falls to the ground. 3rd down coming up.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. 70 Timberwolves, go.
And he's brought down for a loss.
When you get stuffed on a 3rd down draw, it's really hard to look at receivers. You come off the field, Kate, and you find yourself on a different bench because they want the ball. They want to be a difference maker on 3rd and 6 plus, and a draw going backwards, that makes no friends.
They'll motion him out of the backfield. Fields now on 4th. He's on the move. And he's brought down.
Fields in there.
And they make the tackle. I'm not sure that was an advisable gamble in this spot, Brock, as they turn it over on downs. Ball at the 33 for 1st down. Nips from the gun. Finds him over the middle. And he's down inside the red zone before hitting the deck. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. From the red zone now. They'll try and force it into the slants. It's intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picks it off. The 50. The 30. He's at the 10. And it's a touchdown as he brings it back for the pick 6. Went to the old well one too many times, Brock, and this time the defense was ready for it.
Now, you make as many catches as he has in this game, you're going to attract some extra attention. They knew it was probably going his way in the near future. They had somebody there waiting for it that time.
Well, all things going their way through the air at the moment, partner. They pick off a throw for 6, and then they complete a pass of their own to add on 2 more.
Can I be honest with you here, Kate? And maybe I'm a bad person for saying this, but every once in a while, I root for chaos. And I wouldn't mind a little chaos. I wouldn't mind seeing that one go back through the air the other way and put 2 on the board, but it wasn't to be. It's excellent execution to get the touchdown and pick 6 and put 2 more on the board.
Back to the air, Knicks after the pick. Jones reels it in. And he'll get it up to the 38-yard line before going down. Offense in the hurry-up here. Shotgun snap to Knicks. Fits it through the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. So we're through 3 here. Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. Knicks now to throw. Connects on the crosser. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. They'll throw again. Knicks. Flush down now to his left. Now here he goes. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
All set up for an insurance score here. It's 1st and goal. They'll try and punch it in. Reaches the end zone. Touchdown Atlanta. reach. Oh, it's a fake. Looks like they're going to throw. Looking touchdown, but can't connect.
You know, that's a call you might see in the college game, but it's pretty dead and gone from the NFL, and for good reason. Even catching them off guard, the chance for success, extremely low.
The Falcons kickoff team out there as they'll send this away. Brown with a return here. And it's the equivalent of what touchback used to be here, up to the 25 before going out. This will be the last play before our 2-minute warning.
Curve 19! Curve 19! Let's go! Dragon 60! Riggs!
Man in motion here.
Mustang 19! Let go!
They'll throw on first. So that brings us to the 2-minute warning in Philly. Eagles trailing by 11. So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call.
Here we go, here we go! Trap 60, trap 60! Warrior 70! 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates! Hut, hut.
Back to throw. On the move, headed right. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. Byron Jones with the INT. And the Falcons get it back after making their third first-half interception.
There's some serious self-scouting going on right now. What is this quarterback not seeing that has led to these 3 interceptions in just this game? And then overall, what is this offense doing that has this defense clued in coverage-wise to every route combination they're trying to throw?
Oh, look at this. He's set up to throw. That one's incomplete in the end zone. That throw doesn't lead to 6. So that brings up second down.
18 rep. Tag.
Wow, they're going to pass it here.
Bullshit, dude. God damn. Oh, that was so fucking stupid. Oh. I don't like getting bullshitted now.
Take a drive from downtown along Broad Street. You run into Lincoln Financial Field, the home of the Eagles here in South Philadelphia. With Greg Olson, Mike Tirico up here in the booth. So glad that you are along with us. Greg got a couple offenses here that love to take their shots down the field. So the defenses really have their task right in front of them if they want to win this game.
Yeah, no question. I think as many of the matchups that we've dove into this entire week, it really comes down to which defense puts a lid on the opposing passing game and prevents as many big plays as possible. We see it week in and week out. The correlation between generating big plays, especially through the air, directly leads to the ability to score points. So make teams go the long way. You know, the defensive old saying is make them snap it again. Well, I think we both knew, Mike, coming into the game that special teams would play a big role, but I don't think either of us expected it to play itself out on the opening play of the game. I mean, what a return. That would have been something. He takes that all the way. That's right.
Down to the line now on 2nd and 2.
70 Ranger, 70 Ranger. Ready, ready?
Now they'll set up. Oh, intercepted.
Come on now, EA.
Play of the game. And the Chiefs are going to have it here as they'll start from their own 7. First and 10. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's second down. Putting the tight end in motion. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage wasn't good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down.
I like the idea of using the passing game to try to give your offense a little breathing room. You find yourself in the shadow of your own goalpost. Worst case scenario, you do not want to punt out of your own end zone. So I like the idea of trying to pick up some positive gains through the air. They've got to come up with some completions and try to pick up at least one first down, or you're going to put your defense in a tough spot.
Early big play here. They're going to go for it on fourth down. They do indeed snap as they'll try and throw. And that is not going to work. Incomplete, and they turn it over on downs.
So the message this coach is sending to his huddle is very clear. It's, hey guys, I got all the confidence in the world. We're going to be aggressive all day. We're not afraid to fail. We are going to try to score on every possession. And as a player, you can't help but love that.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time. And it'll set up second down. And in motion is Brown. Oh, he did all he could to get away, but they're going to catch up to him. It is a big loss.
Now, after taking that loss on the sack, it changes your entire approach offensively. You go from playing for 6 to now everything is just about coming away with points.
They send the tight end in motion. And this ball incomplete on third down.
And barring an aggressive decision here on fourth down, it just seemed like a really wasted possession to go 3 and out, not able to pick up a single first down. Not only do you not able to gain any field position advantage, it really takes a lot of the wind out of your sails as you find yourself jogging off the field and the punt team coming on.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Very short kick, taken past the 20. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. So they come to the line for first down and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete.
His offense is doing everything they can to quiet this crowd, and even though they missed on that long attempt, at least it sets the tone that they're going to continue to attack. They can come up with a completion on one of those downfield passes. It's going to go a long way to settling themselves into this game.
That is brought in. And they'll get this one down to the 35-yard line. Working from the shotgun, he'll hand this one off. And and he'll move this ahead for about 4 yards. Hassan Reddick there to make the play. Here's a 2nd and 6. Shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. That's to the right side. And caught by Bowers. Well, they hook up again. 2nd time on this drive. And this one's good for 18 yards and a 1st down.
Ready?
Red zone now. He'll drop to throw. And that will wind up incomplete. 0-0 on the clock. The first quarter has come to an end. He'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
Pulling back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. Only a couple on that one. It'll set up 3rd down. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. And he kept that play but the rush eventually gets to him and takes him down. The field goal unit out here for the Chiefs. It'll be a 35-yard attempt. This one is good. He knocks it through. And the Chiefs will tie the game at 3 apiece.
And that's really well done here, Mike. I mean, everything's in rhythm. A good snap, a good hold, and a good kick ties this game.
This is fielded inside the 5. Now, on the return, he has lost the football. Special teams has come up with the recovery. Special teams comes through again. We don't talk about it nearly enough, but sometimes the biggest plays in the game happen, like that one, the kickoff return, fumble, recovered, and momentum swings again.
Everybody loves to see a big return, Mike, but the priority of any kick return unit, just give your offense a chance to possess the ball. And in this case, they don't do that. They turn the ball over, and now they...
That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. Extra point try, 4th down. He's got it. And the Chiefs take a 10-3 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. He'll start at the 4. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but a very solid return. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. That's caught. It's the 10 and Bowers. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
19 Lions, 60 Mavericks, 62, 60 Bobcats, 60 Bobcats. Come 19. Let go.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. He'll go right back to Bowers. He's got it again. Still going. And he will go all the way. Eagles. Using the tight end to get to the end zone. Greg, it's your old position. You're very familiar with that. That catch and carry. What an ability for your tight end to take it to the house.
Yeah, and this was never really the strength of my game, Mike, but we're seeing so many tight ends around the league who not only are great at securing the catch and making the tough ones, but it's their ability to extend the play after the catch that's separating them, just like we saw here.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kicks away. To throw here to begin the drop. That's caught left side by Bowers. And he's taken down up past the 35.
We've really seen both teams have a lot of success moving the ball throughout this entire first half, and just seems this possession is going to be more of the same as they start this drive.
So, 1st and 10 here now at the 38. To throw. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver knew what was going on. That's incomplete. Trying to get it to his tight end, Brock Bowers. And it'll bring up 2nd down. He'll drop the throw.
Our newest addition. Newest addition with a pick 6.
Nothing the defense loves more, Greg, than the opportunity to not only stop a team, but turn them back around the other way. A touchdown on the pick 6.
Yeah, the defense just loves getting their hands on the ball when they can, Mike, but it is extra special when they're able to capitalize and take it all the way back for 6.
These are the ones that rip their heart out on the offensive side.
Mike, I think all of us can remember exactly where we were during a certain Super Bowl where throwing the ball this close to the goal line ended up being a disaster. But unlike that time, they ran this pass play to perfection, and the result, 2 points.
And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. Right back to the air following that pick 6. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to beat him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
Mike, when you're completing less than 35% of your passes, you're just not going to win a lot of games in the NFL. He's just too erratic throughout the course of the game. Sometimes it's exactly how they practiced. And at other times, it looks like they've never practiced at all.
And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. The intended receiver was Justin Jefferson. 3rd down coming up. This time they stay on the ground. And that call will not get it done. The defense ready, stopping him behind the line of scrimmage. It sets up 4th down.
When you can get this level of run support out of your secondary, Mike, man, what an advantage for any defense. This defensive back clearly reads run, gets off his block, and he's able to take down the back for a loss of yards.
They will indeed go as they look to throw. And that is incomplete. The defense very happy to see that play call. The decision to go for a 4th and long will end up in a turnover on down.
Go 80. Track to 60. Mustang 19. Ready?
Throwing now on 1st and 10. Thrown left side, the catch is made. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10.
What a luxury that certain teams, when they have a guy like this, I mean, not only is he the big target, but then to have that size and speed to run away from these linebackers and do so much of his damage after the catch.
Running with authority, pushes his way forward for a pickup of 6. Now here's 2nd and goal.
Ready?
They'll look to throw. That's to the end zone, but it's incomplete. He was looking for A.J. Brown that time. Now they'll be looking at 3rd and goal.
Here we go. Check.
Now a give, but here comes the reverse. And he will take this one across into the end zone. A.J. Brown. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Decision is made. The offense will stay out there and go for 2. Now a handoff, running right. And he is not going to get in. Stop on the try for 2. The lead remains right where it is. Just 8 seconds now until halftime. And the kick's away. From the 6, here comes a return. They'll come up here, 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
He'll look to throw. He's going to run it. And they'll get him down, but not before he takes this across the 30-yard line. From the 32 now is 1st and 10. He's going to air this one down for Jones. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play here in this first half. So we've reached halftime here in South Philly, and the Eagles are on top. As we'll head down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but a very solid return. To the air now on 1st and 10. And for a 3rd time today, he's intercepted. And the Eagles will take over possession here at the 44.
All right, Mike, you know me. I tend to be an offensive guy, so if we're taking a big shot to start this half, I'm thinking touchdown. But rather, we go interception to begin the second half. Now, still an exciting play. I think we're going to see both sides willing to continue to take these risks, take these chances throughout the rest of this second half.
And that is incomplete.
There's only a handful of guys in the league who legitimately have world-class speed, and he's one of them. He's the type of weapon that you 3 or 4 times a game have to just say, okay, my guy, he's faster than your guy. We're going to send him deep and let it fly. And even though that one falls incomplete, you have to continue to sprinkle that threat in because it makes everything else in your passing game that much easier.
Can't beat those legs. 13-yard pickup. A scramble leads to a first down. And he'll get this down inside the 40-yard line. That's a gain of 5 yards.
Ready up.
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. He'll throw it left and has his running back. He's going to have a first down. He's forced out. Nice pickup of 9.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Back. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. Ready.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. Maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion.
Stop below 18.
Try again. It's 2nd and 10. Taking a shot downfield for Smith. That is caught.
Well, I'll let you. A United egg? What the fuck is that?
Call it Motown, call it the Motor City. To Lions fans, this is home. Ford Field in downtown Detroit. So good to have you on board with us, Mike Tirico, Greg Olson here. Greg, you look at the marquee, and it's a lot of offensive stars here. I'm looking at the other side. Defenses better show up here if you want to walk out with a win.
Yeah, I think the burden, of course, lies on the players, particularly the players in the secondaries of both of these teams. They're going to have moments where they've got to win one-on-one, as you said, against some of the top offensive skill players in the league. But I also feel like there's a lot on the shoulders of this defensive coordinator. Can you change up coverages, change up looks, make it difficult pre and post snap, not only on these wide receivers and skill players, but also on the guy with the ball in his hand, calling the shots, playing quarterback.
From the shotgun, he'll throw to get this one started. He's going to test his secondary right away. A short field to work with as they look for their first points of the game.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception, but boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
Going nowhere. He is taken down behind the line of scrimmage on their first play of the game.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
And that's a good gain there. It's going to wind up just a couple of yards shy of that first down.
It's tough to completely celebrate, Mike, when you don't pick up the first down, but that's a run you will take every single time. I mean, good yardage, and in a lot of situations, it'll get you the first down, just not here.
Here's 3rd and 2. Working out of the gun, it's Fields. Quick throw, taken in, and the defense can't come up with the stop there. Gain of 7 and a first down.
Well, nothing real fancy here, Mike. Not a huge pickup, but anytime on third down, you got to know where the sticks are, who's your most reliable player, and I think everybody in this booth knows exactly what position that is.
From the shotgun, it's a wide open. And he'll work his way down inside the 30. Chewing off 7 yards on that one.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
He's going nowhere. Gonna lose yardage on that play.
The reason teams love calling the quarterback's number on designed quarterback runs, Mike, is because in the blocking scheme, you gain one additional blocker. It didn't matter here. The defense was ready for it, and they're able to bring the quarterback down for a loss.
And he's going to be out of bounds with a gain of 7. That'll be enough for a first down. Gun. Here's a running gun, and he's going to be taken down. A great chance to convert that early turnover into points. Here's first and goal. Here's a run. And that's a productive run. He gets this one down to the 4. Inside the 5, it is second and goal. This is a design run with Fields. Let's give him a yard down to the 3-yard line.
Down in the red zone, design quarterback runs are a handful for defenses to account for, but in this case, give them credit. Not a lot of room to maneuver here for the quarterback, and they keep it to a short game.
That's going to bring up 4th and goal. So that'll do it for a fast-moving first quarter of play. 0-0 is the score. And we are back to the Motor City in a moment. This has been quite the drive. 3 points kind of feel like a letdown, so they're going to go for it here on 4th and goal. And this will be it is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Chris Boswell on for the point after. He gets it to go, and the Lions will take a 7-0 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he will get cut down short, shy of the 20-yard line. First and 10, they'll set up to throw. He was looking for A.J. Brown that time. It's second down.
They've been a little up and down in this first half. I mean, they have less than 80 yards of total offense at halftime looms. So missed throws like that, those are missed opportunities. They've got to hit the plays when they have them. They want to have a chance to leave here with a win.
He finds Devontae Smith. Get about 6 before he's taken down. Here's a 3rd down and 4. Tight end going in motion here. They'll throw here on 3rd and short yardage. He'll push this one downfield for Bauer. Great connection
explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. You can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and that sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down.
Really nice throw there. The ability to throw the ball out on the perimeter. Yes, arm strength and all that, but it's also timing. The timing of the route. When is that wide receiver coming out of his break to deliver that ball accurately as his head comes around? If the ball's thrown too early, the receiver's not ready. If the ball's thrown too late, that's when disaster strikes.
They'll come up now for second down and 4. Here's a run going left. To the pylon, he's in. Touchdown, Eagles.
And this is what good offenses in the NFL do, Mike. It's the ability to bounce back. Even if the onset of the game doesn't go exactly according to plan, everybody wants to take their opening possession and go down there and come away with a touchdown. But it's not always going to be perfect. You turn it over on possession 1. What are you going to do in response on possession 2? Well, we just got our answer, and they took it down for 6.
The kickoff team is out in the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Johnson now to return. Good return here. Brings it up to the 33-yard line. A first down throw for Fields. That's hauled in on the left line of Crew. First time these two have connected this afternoon. Then it'll wind up being a first down.
This is such a critical moment in the game, that middle 4 minutes, the final 2 minutes of the first half, and then the possession to come out of the halftime break. So maximizing this possession here before halftime is critical. See if you can get a drive starter. See if you can get an easy completion to kickstart a 2-minute mode. And that's what they got here. Now they got to see if they can go down and steal some points. Trying to catch the defense off guard with this designed quarterback run. Doesn't go down for a sack, but either way, defense was ready for it, able to bring the quarterback down for a loss.
And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, this offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession. Using formations, using run game and pass. Unmask the defense and understand where to take the play calling as the game unfolds.
Short pass taken in by the tight end. And it'll be taken down at the 25-yard line.
That last completion's going to go a long way towards at least finishing this 2-minute drive, Mike, with some points. You're already in field goal range, so now the idea is continue to work the clock down, take a couple shots at the end zone. You want to get points, ideally a touchdown, but either way, you have the ball last before the end of the second quarter. They went to the designed quarterback run, and there just wasn't a lot of space for the quarterback to operate. You can see him kind of waiting for some of the blocks to develop. Never transpired. Didn't get a whole lot.
Bullhead.
Boswell adds the extra point, and the Lions take a 14-8 lead. Still a little time, final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. The return team gonna let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a first down. A gain of 15 and a first down. Now they'll set up to throw. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
Every defense in the league, Mike, they stress the importance of defending the middle of the field. And in this case, there's just too much room to operate. They have to find a way to close and cloudy up those windows, make the quarterback throw the ball to the sidelines. When you allow him to operate in there, especially with that much space, you're going to make for a long day.
And he'll take it on in. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
This is a great example here, Mike, of an offense and a quarterback that is just in complete control and rhythm. Not only is he able to deliver this ball on target downfield, but the accuracy is what allows his receiver to stay on his feet, pick up the remaining yards after the catch, and walks it in for a touchdown.
They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. Johnson now to return. Good return.
Just because I'm good with it, I doubt it, man. There's not too many people that can run a spread. Not like me. But I make this shit look good, though, don't I?
On 1st and 10, Fields. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. That's his third catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
Every quarterback's dream is, can I get the ball out of my hand as fast as possible and get it to the guy that can do the rest after the catch? And it seems like nowadays, throughout the entire league, the best offenses thrive.
The pressure, too much, and he goes down. Here's a timeout for Philadelphia. That is their second, as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Throwing is Fields. He's hit as he threw. It goes to the ground, and it's an incomplete pass.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Off the play action, here's Fields. Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him. And now we'll get a late timeout coming in the waning moments of this second quarter. So on 4th down, on comes Michael Dixon to punt. This one fielded out beyond the 25. And how about that? Nice return there, picking his way up past the 35-yard line. Coach,
I don't even focus on what people do or quote unquote better and shit. I just kind of do my own thing, man. At the end of the day, that's what you got to do. Do your own thing. You can take things that work for people and then kind of, tweak it. But at the end of the day, don't copy paste what other people do.
Begins with a run. And nothing on that one, back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
You could just see the frustration on the running back's face as he's getting helped up off the ground. Like, there was just nowhere to go from the moment he was handed the ball. Give credit to the defense. Great job.
And a good run there on second down. A pickup 7. He'll bring up 3rd and 3.
And these are body blows on any defense. This quarterback has the ability to make guys miss and do a lot of damage in the run game. And that's a nice pickup there.
Slot receiver, headed right. And he'll be stopped short of a first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down. They'll try to run. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. He'll look over the middle and find his running back. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
So often for a defense defending the passing game, the most difficult guy to account for.
We haven't done this in a minute, so especially with this large pass lead. Oh, 3-4. Catch him playing one defense too much, and then I'll start kind of tinkering with it and do it. Caught him in cover 3 too much, so I was like, okay, I'm going to sideline free for him. I got a small alphabetical and a united. I don't know what the fuck those are. I want that Derek McFadden. He should drop by tomorrow. Like, by tomorrow I'm expecting like 700 maybe. That'd be my thing. Be like, he was like 1.5 earlier today. It was like 1 point. There's a bunch of them in there. He's down to 1 mil. Yep, he's already dropped under a mil. So if I just chill, bro, he'll fall to me. I ain't got to scroggle. I guess people don't like them, but they don't know how to use them. I used to use McFadden all back in the day, man, when I had Marcel Reese and shit blocking for me. I was creative with him. I knew how to use his unique speed.
Philadelphia is known for having some very vocal fans, and nearly 70,000 of them are letting their voices be heard already. Welcome inside Lincoln Financial Field. Welcome everybody to the booth. I'm Keith Scott, joined by Brock Ewert for this game. And Brock, as a former quarterback, I know your focus is on the offensive side of the ball ahead of this kickoff.
Yeah, these two offenses are so fun to watch because the best offenses in this league, Kate, they're about trust. And it just pops out. When you study them during the week on the game film, you just see it. They trust one another. That's head coach, that's coordinator, that's the play caller, that's the quarterback, and then certainly the 11 on the field. Both these groups are getting it done. Well, that's the case of either overthinking things or somehow not thinking enough on that kickoff return. You got to think the 20-yard line is the worst case. Instead, the coverage team sticks them with a really long field ahead.
Now they turn to their rookie from Georgia for the first time. And he'll get this up to the 19-yard line as he stops. Working quickly here.
19 Lions.
To the air now on 1st and 10. Jones reels it in.
Ready.
Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
All right, here we go. Second down.
Let's go.
Throwing with a blitz on the way. He finds Johnson. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs. Offense up to the line fast. Play action on first down. Davis there to grab it. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line.
Let's go.
A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
60 Maverick. Hey, check that. Check that. Hey, Crash.
They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. Throwing now on first down. He sends this one to the end zone. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers drive the length of the field and take a 6-0 lead. Steelers offense staying put. They'll go for two.
Come 19. Ready.
They motion the tight end over. He's throwing for it. It's caught for two, and that's going to be an 8-0 lead. Well, evidently a touchdown wasn't enough for them. They further quiet this home crowd by adding the two-point conversion.
You know what I love about this? I love it because coaches spend time all week saying we're going to be aggressive, we're going to go for it, but then you back it up with a decision like that. That's empowering your team in another team's building. What a start.
And this drive will start inside the 25. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Here we go. Shot. Go.
Out of the gun. They'll give it to him inside. What a hit. He gets flattened to the ground.
65.
Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
Ready.
Back to the well again. And what a hit there. Ouch, she faced the pressure moving the chains that time. They won't snap it in. Ready now for our second quarter. The Eagles have the football. They'll try to attack this deficit starting with 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he finds him enough room to get it up to the 42-yard line. Offense in the hurry up here.
Cowboy 80. Dragon 60. Let go.
From the 42. He'll dump this one off to his running back complete. Working quickly here.
60 Eagles. 60 Eagles.
They send a man in motion. The give now out of the shotgun. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line. It's the 2-minute warning now from the link. It's the Eagles. Looking at 1st and 10.
19. Here we go. Here we go.
Here's a throw. He's got Smith. And he's short of the first after a mile gain. Eagles hustling everyone back to the line.
70 Timberwolves. Ready.
Handoff now from the gun. And he takes a shot near the marker, but it looks like he still has enough for that first down. Eagles hustling everyone back to the line.
70. Trap 60. Trap 60.
Putting a receiver in motion.
Ready, ready.
They'll throw on 1st. Completed to his running back. And he has it down officially to the red zone at the 20. The Steelers calling their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5.
Come on, set! Warrior 70. Street. 7 Pirates.
Throwing now on play action. Escapes out to the left. No place to go, so he just threw it away.
Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. Rather than force something when no one open and risk a turnover, he wisely just threw it away.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Throwing from the gun here. Has a left side run, but the throw carried him too close to that edge. I'm going to say he brought it in out of bounds. That's going to bring up 4th down.
The best of the best, they just have this intuition, Kate. They know where the boundary is without looking. This receiver's not quite at that level yet. He lost track of where he was, and he brought it in, but out of bounds.
Offense still staying out after the incompletion. They're going to try on 4th. They connect with the first. And he's brought down inside the 10 at the 9. Timeout taken by the Eagles. That's going to be their first. Still sticking with the passing game. Has it down close. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4.
Buffalo 18. Ready?
He'll throw it yet again. And there's a
Come on, throw that faster than that.
And the Steelers make the defensive stand and come through with a turnover in the final moments of the half. Now that right there, that is rising to the occasion in the red zone, partner. Could have saved 3 points there, maybe twice that with that interception.
You know, these defenders are willing to bend and bend. These offenses are so good in this league, and they know how critical the red zone is. And when you get an interception like that, you just break. You break the will of that offense and the confidence, and those are big time. You're right. Put some points on the board for that defense with that effort.
This one's taken in by Hill. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you as we're about set to begin the 3rd quarter. The kicking team out there for the Steelers, and here they go to send it away. Return coming from the 6. And he pushes them up to the 30-yard line before going out of bounds. They're out and set, 1st and 10.
70 Lions. 2.
Here's the lone back on the handoff. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. Offense up to the line fast. Going to the ground again on 1st. Has another lane. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
You know, the elite running backs in this league, they don't just see what's right in front of them. You set up big runs like this because they see what's behind them. That's called extraordinary vision and extra yards.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42.
60 Eagles. Ready?
They give it to him again. And he gets absolutely pumped to end that one. Dose of the hurry-up offense here.
70 Timberwolves. Ready?
2nd and 10 now. A quick hitter. And he'll be brought down at about the 29. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. defenders there to bring him down.
70, Hawk 70.
Offense in the hurry up here.
60 Bison, 60 Bison. Bronco 80. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger, 70 Lions.
They send a tight end in motion. Here we go, 2nd and 9. This ball's cut by Bowers. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. Working quickly here.
Cowboy 80. Go.
Dialing up a pass here on 3rd down. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Part of what's earned him status, Brock, is one of the league's better tight ends. Are those hands, right? His dependable hands. So shouts to the defense there because he wasn't able to hang on that time.
Kate, it's one thing for these defenders to separate a receiver from the ball,
Okay,
but to
ready?
do so on a stud tight end, that's big time.
Panther 60, Panther.
They'll run for this, and they corral him after a minimal gain to the 21. So the run doesn't get the yardage. It's a turnover on down.
And what a battle of wills we just got to see. Fighting in the trenches on a 4th down run. Trying to play conservative, keep it on the ground, and power it across. But there was no overcoming a front, just as equally motivated to get off the field.
Ready? 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Ready?
Airing it out to start this drive. Taking a deep shot there on 1st down. Okay, no luck and empty. It's incomplete.
Defense all over that throw. You could just smell it. They just smelled that football coming their way, and that's as good as an incompletion. They're going to be in a good spot. 2nd down coming up.
Let's go now.
Off the play fake, he'll throw. Vacates quickly left side. And before he can get rid of it, he runs out of bounds. Could have just tossed it incomplete, Brock, but instead takes the sack and a big loss.
You know, that's one of those situations that you have to have an awareness. Right? You call it spatial awareness. You got to be conscious of the sideline and just simply get rid of it. Looks like we saw a slight bit of panic there, and it's going out for the sack.
He puts everything behind this one. And they really went for it on 3rd down, didn't they? But the heave falls incomplete. Now they're facing 4th down.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
The Steelers set to punt it. And this somehow is only going to be our first punt of the game. He sends this away, and oh, this is going to be a field flipper. He has it at the 22. And a big hit on the return to stop him cold.
Ready?
And the drive will start out with a
Timberwolves.
1st and 10.
Here we go. Shot. Hut, hut.
They'll come out throwing. Finds him over the middle. And he'll be down to the 38-yard line before going down.
Now, faster, fast. Cougar, my
Offense up to the
team.
line fast.
Ready?
On 1st down, they'll run. He works his way for a gain of 4.
On the ball, on the ball.
A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Ready, ready?
Back-to-back carries here. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. A gain of 5, and that brings us to the 2-minute warning.
Got it. Ready?
3rd down, 1 yard to go.
Let's go. 60 Bison, 60 Bison. Go street. Hut.
Looking to throw. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And now they're left with 4th and short.
Bronco 80. Here we go, here we go.
Trying to push this past the marker. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
On the ball, now.
Eagles
now.
hustling everyone back to the
19
line.
Tiger, 70 Lions.
First down, and they go right back to it. And he's going to run this down to the 36-yard line.
On the ball now. On the ball.
Eagles hustling everyone back to the line.
Cowboy 80.
They'll put one of the tight ends in motion.
Go.
Another carry for it. And taken down right along the 30. Eagles hustling everyone back to the line. Setting up to pass. That could be it, folks. It's
Fucking delayed
intercepted.
me.
He's at midfield. 30. 10. And the Steelers make the play that should win them this game.
You know, I can still hear the call all the way up in the booth. Okie. That's what that whole defense screams after an interception. And you see everybody getting involved. That nearly went for a house call. Just an incredible effort by that offense to run it down. But even with that, they will take that Okie any day. What a huge hit in return for that defense.
They take a knee, and that's going to force that defense to burn a timeout if they want to save any clock here. Timeout taken by the Eagles. That's going to be their first.
Come on.
Back into that favorite formation they go, Brock, forcing those guys to burn a timeout. Down to a knee, and we're going to see if that defense chooses to expend one of its final 2 timeouts. Timeout taken by the defense. Their second. Likely going to see him take a knee here. Force him to burn a timeout, conserve a little of that clock.
Chop alert. Ready.
He goes to a knee. His time winds down in this one. The Eagles decide to spend their 3rd and final timeout. That's all they had, so the offense free to start running the clock down now.
Nothing left to do now, Kate, but celebrate on one side and watch on hopelessly from the other. What a hard-fought effort to get to this spot. Now you can enjoy the victory.
He'll throw it. And it falls incomplete. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense.
They connect on the deep shot. And they finally tackle him after a huge gain. Time not on their side here as they get set for first down. No timeouts remaining either. Back to throw. Along the sideline, Brown brings it in. And he goes out a little short of the 40. That play good for 17 on a first down.
70 Timberwolves. 19 Lions. Hey.
He'll look to throw it. And that one's going to fall incomplete. No luck there. Just 11 seconds remaining.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
65 cat. Cup 19. Go.
Here he is to throw. And that's incomplete. 7 seconds left. Time for 1, maybe 2 more snaps.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along the route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. Line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
Mustang 19. Check smash. Riggs.
Game might not be over just yet, though, Brock. You got a flag out there, and that could mean an on-time down. Let's see. So the
So I couldn't motion hike him? That's cool. Whatever. Wouldn't let me fucking motion hike him. It's a block. He'll probably drop tomorrow, though. I'll pick him up. Probably need to make a few changes to my team, not too much. I do like the double or nothing, but I just need two guys with it. So if I have an interior and an edge with it, that should be okay. Just kind of set it up where TJ's doing his job. I mean, I just can't use him as a run stopper. He gets to buy one, get one, a run stopper, so he don't waste his pass rush points on run plays with the instant rebate, double or nothing with edge threat elite. And then if you compare like a defensive rally with him, which I'm using Bond for that, he is flat zone lurk artist, defensive rally, and mid zone, so he'll just be kind of wandering underneath. I mean, he's pretty solid. He just has that added benefit of being able to shed off blocks with a nice little pass rush and power and finesse. So I ended up starting him. He's got a 93 change of direction. Got a pretty good impact block. Man's not very good, so I don't really use him for that. He has that 98 zone, 99 hit power. Obviously, my other guys are probably a little bit more better, but I start them in the 3-4 front. Had to bench Keekly, and then we just use Kennedy for special teams. Try to get him in where we can fit him in. Then Gerald McCoy, we have. Obviously, if I can get another defensive tackle with these abilities cheaper. Um, like I said, want to focus on interior threat with double or nothing. And also gave him run stopper so he don't waste his pass rush points on run plays. I didn't realize it was like 2 o'clock. I'm gonna give me some sleep, fellas. I didn't realize it was so late. I'll get back up with y'all in the morning.